we thought we can get away from the pulse right back in with more Amiibo news. This time, something that we predicted, and it's actually good news for consumers. Well, at least, I think it's good. I think it's good news. Nintendo basically came out and said that we're sorry.
Yeah, whoops.
We're sorry that we didn't produce enough Amiibos for you. And basically said that we're going to watch this more closely in the future, and we're going to produce more. Maybe not to the demand exactly, but we're at least going to try to do better. And they even hinted that we're going to maybe reprint some of the ones that are out of stock and out of print, which I said would be stupid for them not to. It's free money. They're going to be bought. So this is positive, obviously, that Nintendo's at least publicly admitting their mistake.
I just hope that I would love for there to be no marking, no differentiation.
No difference at all.
And that's already...
Not in packaging, nothing.
The Animal Crossing, the Villager Amiibo that got redone in Japan, has different hair than the original one. Like
different mold or different color?
It was funny. They said he had Amiibo pattern baldness. His hairline is literally higher than it is on the original one.
They probably to save money. They probably was a paint cost or something.
No, well, it's plastic molding, so maybe, but like it's literally higher than it was on the first one. So
they're saving money somehow.
I mean, it's much bigger than his. I mean, his forehead's bigger. So I just hope that, the other ones are more true to form of the original casts and molds, and that they don't mark them as something different, because then you still have the problem of scalpers being like, I have a first edition.
Sure, but I think there's going to be a chunk of people that just want to actually use it too. Not saying most people, but there's going to be a chunk that want to use it.
Sure, I would go.
So they don't care.
I would go buy those.
They don't care that your villager is bald or balding.
Right.
You're just going to buy it no matter what, and they paint some hair in it.
Yeah.
That's funny. This is what Nintendo actually said. We appreciate the enthusiasm that our fans continue to show toward Amiibo. Sales for the product have exceeded our expectations, obviously. Mm-hmm. We understand how frustrating it can be at times if consumers are unable to find certain figures, and we apologize for that. They go on about the demands of fans and consumers, blah, 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 blah. Our library continues to grow. Some figures will be easier to find than others. We are constantly looking for opportunities to reissue Amiibo and are already making plans to bring back some currently out-of-stock Amiibo figures.
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, that's good. I mean, if you take Nintendo at their word, which I would like to... that pretty much confirms that we are going to see some of these characters back. And I would imagine that in the US, much like in Japan, it's probably going to be Villager, Wii Fit Trainer, probably Marth and Ike. The characters that were initially very tough to find, or the ones that still have current applications outside of Smash Brothers. Like, you can use Marth and Ike in Codename Steam, which is a strategy game, but that game came out after those characters were impossible to find. So,
well, unfortunately, though, the other issue is shelf space of retailers.
Yes.
So if you have up to 50 figures out at one time, you can't fit them all. So then I'm still praying that Nintendo makes a direct sales for this. I mean, that makes the most sense. And that if you really want to see your supply and demand, sell it yourself. That's and your profit margin is the highest, too.
Get accurate metrics by watching your own web store. I mean, I said that on, I think, our very first Amiibo topic was make a store. Put a web...
Get a warehouse out in freaking Seattle, Washington.
Yeah. Sure,
Toys
R Us and Target can't carry all your shit, but you can. You can carry all your own stuff.
Get a staff of 40 to 50 people.
Yeah.
And just sell these day and night and ship them out yourself.
Right.
Problem solved. You're making money hand over fist. Everyone gets what they want, and then you can call back directly to Japan. Hey, Japan, we need more of this figure. We need more of this figure. Without waiting months and months to reissue, you can always have a supply stream.
Well, and I don't want you to forget to bring it up, so I'm not gonna. I won't play it as my idea, but I mean, it's something that you had mentioned before the podcast, and it's very true. I mean, I think a lot of this could possibly have come from shareholders in the U.S. being like, "Why aren't you making us the money when you can be?"
Or any shareholders. If you're a shareholder in Japan, you'd be like...
sure. I mean, they're still affected by this, but...
You're going to be like, okay, we're making money. We can be making more money. I'm seeing the scalpers. I'm seeing some asshole buying 300 of the same one and then selling it for 5 times the retail price. And people are still spending that money. Like you said before, that money that assholes are giving to their scalpers, they can be buying 3 or 4 Amiibo instead. Nintendo's getting that money then.
Instead of the scalper.
Every scalper that's successful, Nintendo's losing money on.
Exactly.
And they have to realize that. They're a business that makes tons of money overall. They have to realize that, and they're going to rectify the situation. So I'm happy about this, but I want that... Let's put it this way. I'm never going to rush out to the store to buy one of these things. ever. It's not worth my time. It honestly isn't. But if there's a website that I know I can get it at retail, and maybe shipping, I'll buy 2 or 3 maybe. On the site, there's 2 or 3 there. Shipping's reasonable. Shipping's like $7 for 3 or whatever. Priority mail. I'll order it. Why not? You know what I mean? But it's never going to be that I'm going to rush up, 5 in the morning and
No.
compete with some dick face that's driving 300 miles in a pattern to get all the gold Mario Amiibos from all the fucking Walmarts or whatever.
Right. I mean, my thing is the interactivity so far with games is not enough to make me kill myself to get them. And I don't need more shelf candy. I have plenty of things on my shelf. However, it is fun for me to level them up in Smash Brothers. The little costumes that you get in Mario Kart are cute, and I'm sure they will probably find interesting, cute ways to use them in the future. And if I can order them online for the same price, yeah, I will probably pick up a couple a month just to have fun with them. But yeah, I'm not going to break my fucking back and put myself through the stress. That's the other thing. I can't handle crowds like that. I go freaking nuts.
It gets to the point where it's not worth it. We're getting older. It's just not worth it.
No. I don't even go. I mean, I probably collect records more than I do video games, and I don't even go out for limited records anymore. I just say fuck it. I buy the standard release unless I can order it.
So I want to get to the point where Nintendo's already way in the black on these Amiibo. They can afford to make more that don't sell for a while, and then put it. Say they put out enough for retailers. Either there's no shelf space or people want to buy more, then send it back to Nintendo and they'll sell it directly over the years and don't produce anymore. I hope it gets to that point.
Or put them out, and if they don't sell immediately, make another game that makes good use of them, and then they will sell again.
To give people a reason to get them.
It's still early enough in the Wii U's lifespan that we can see plenty more games that use these.
And they can always just add more free Nintendo NES games that you can maybe not
demos and stuff. Yeah.
Or the full game. That's the cool thing about this technology. They can just add in whatever they want to be compatible.
Right. All they need to see is that you have that Amiibo. If they decide they want to give you a full download or something,
give you a full game.
Yeah.
That's what's so cool about this technology. So good on you, Nintendo. That's good news.